Z2000, Oscar's serial number.
あれ
What was that?
15足す25はてな。ここは入れない。あ、入れる。さっき入れなかったよ。これに乗ってたんだ。わかる。
This one is still legible.
さっきの謎のヒント
Somebody really went all out.
うわ、ちっちゃ。やめて、計算苦手なんだから。読む。日付とメートル毎時という速度のよくわからない組み合わせ。ほとんどに取り消し線が引かれている。K と A のイニシャル。そしてローマ数字の1と3が添えられている。移動する物体をある地点で止める方法を探そうとした大雑把な分析のようだ。わかんない。ちょっとスクショ撮っとこうか。
How on earth did that train car get here?
さっき乗ってたよね。3。スピード
This counter seems to show if the mechanism's spring is up or not.
ゼンマイ。よくわかんない。登れんの？さあ、外しちゃったらさ、外していいんだ。あ、壊れて とこ橋に落ちてるとこなかった？すごいな、全倍仕掛け。何これ止まんないで、もしかしてずーっと。
This needle must be connected to the mechanism's spring. I wonder where this passage leads.
どこに繋がってんだろうって。やっぱ止めるわけ？
Nice view, but not much else.
シベリアのマンモスを探すため、ハンス・ボラルバーグは何年も東方を旅し、出会った人々と共に旅の痕跡を残し、その才能で旅先を一変させていきました。
Not worrying, please. Me stay close.
これ？
No more power.
あ、なんか上にあるよ。使う？あの高いところの伸縮フック？え、使う？使える。使える。
Miss Catwalk, need some help?
お願いできることがあるなら。
Can you connect this cable to the crystal? Maybe that way I'll be able to restore power to the park.
No problem.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help, Mr. Baruth.
これじゃ、これ、できる？できたー。遊園地まで着くの？だけど。いきなり動き出して、ユコールーの皆さんはびっくりしちゃうよね。あとジェットコースターもやんなきゃいけないね。ジェットコースター。すごいね。まあいいや、探索。オスカーの鍵を探さなきゃいけない。オスカーの鍵。ちょっと今行く場所詰まってっからね。あ、またこれ流れた。やっぱりこれなんだ。なんか。
What was that?
次やらないといけない。早急にやらないといけない。あともう一本ね、棒があったらいいんだなと思うんだけど、 違うのかな、一本。綺麗だね。ああ、後ろは見れない。なんかあるじゃん。
最初ここにやったんだよね。で、止まるんだよね。やっぱりわかんない。This counter seems to show if the mechanism's spring is up or not.何？使うって書いてある。あ、そっか、もう一回使えるんだね。これ抜いちゃったら、これに刺してみようか。この手前で、出したんだね。20のところに。
This needle must be connected to the mechanism's spring.
いや、何回もやって。行き過ぎたんだよな。どう？クがある。でも、この先は一 いけれない？洋服じゃないのかな？ね、これ地下鉄？ボタンがあるよ。押せないのか。
Still fresh.
積み立て。
For Andre, my proud soldier.
折りたたき兵士アンドレイに捧ぐ。備えられてるの？なんか。
Mushrooms?
誰か住んでんの？はい。お邪魔します。誰かいる？誰かいる？
A real girly girl's room.
10代の部屋？あら、パッチワークのカーテンつけて、ドレッサーあるし、女の人でもいるの？あ、アンドレ？アルバム。
My Andre.
ミシン。あら、素敵な部屋。アルバム見てみよう。なほどを作りで、パパとママ大好き。宣戦布告後に受け取った制服。私のサイズを探す羽目になった時の動詞補給係の顔ときたら。ああ、兵隊に徴兵されたんだ。モスクワ1980年、オリンピック？同時に動員されたけど同じ隊にはいなかった。夜の親睦会で同志注意に捕まりそうになった時のことを考えると、前線から1年後のモスクワ五輪、2人とも金メダル。 麗しのアンドルーシャ。遊園地、仕事初日。遊園地、あれが起きた直後。すさんじゃってるよね。パラノイアパークバラノイアパーク。安らかに最愛の人。放射能汚染汚染地域になっちゃったの？私のワンコロ、スペア付き。もうお前しか残っていない。なんか切なくなってきた。
First runner-up in the 1979 Now Dusk Oblast Beauty Contest. Not bad.
1979年。美人コンテスト。やっとこれを見つけた。1979年ナホドーツク州美人コンテストでの私の写真。準優勝、人生最高の日、そしてアンドルーシアに出会った。やっぱり。
Some Olympic medals.
オリンピック選手だったんだ。二人とも優勝とか言ってた。開いてよ。
Here for the last act of our exclusive episode of Reactors of Passion, your favorite series, an exciting mix of love, greed, and plutonium. Today, Pyotr confronts his best friend Yuri. Why? Over the heart of the beautiful Genia, promised to the one, but madly in love with the other. And while nobody knows how their confrontation will end, one thing is for sure. There will be lots of testosterone and passion on the air today.
Yuri, I'd never ask you something like this. You're my best friend. If it wasn't so important.
You asked me to call off my wedding to Zhenya, and you still dare call yourself my best friend?
Come on, Yuri. You know she loves me. You can't blame me for that.
Really? And what does Tatiana think of all this? And your families? Do they know you intend to call off the wedding for Zhenya?
They'll just have to accept it.
And lose your inheritance from Uncle Joseph? You can be so naive, Pyotr.
What do you mean?
Didn't your parents tell you? Your uncle's will was read this morning. Old Joseph seems to have played one last posthumous joke on you and Tatiana.
You're lying, damn you.
なあ、これラジオ劇？
It's clearly stipulated.
ラジオ劇？
Unless one of you dies before then.
いろんな人の名前が。情熱の原子炉のラジオ劇なんだね。
Huh? Who are you? And what on earth are you doing here?
Oh, hi. Excuse me.
So you're the tramp that decided to use my cart? I had to go all the way up the track with the game I caught on my back because of you.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm accompanying this tribe, and we're trying to leave the park. I thought that that old cart was abandoned and that I could use it. I never thought I'd do any harm.
Should have looked around a bit first, though. It ain't abandoned for everybody.
だって人がいるなんて知らなかったんですよ。
Don't that beat all? There you are, you good boy. Mama'll have you up and running in no time.
What's this key for?
For activating the park automatons, you need to give them a good turn of the key every so often, or the poor things get all neurasthenic. Even cantankerous. Plus they break down. There.
Listen, I didn't really want to get off on the wrong foot with you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm accompanying the Yukon tribe on their migration to their sacred lands. And you're...
Oh, an American. Yeah, I'd bet anything. Well, look at that. An American. Well, I'm Staff Sergeant Katerina Viktorovna Drostelova. Gold medalist in the shot put in the Moscow Olympics. And the widow of Lieutenant Andrei Grigorovich Drostelov. Veteran artillery officer and figure skating champion.
Delighted to meet you, Katerina. It seems you might be just the person I'm looking for. Do you think you could let me borrow that strange key of yours? I needed to repair an automaton, without whom, I'm afraid, it is impossible for us to leave.
You've been really polite, and you speak the same way they talk in those books, little lady. You do have a bit of backbone, I'll say that much for you. This key is extremely precious to me. As far as I know, your gang of gnomes and you might just be one of those gangs of bandits that hang around here. Scrap dealers looking in every nook and cranny for a pot of gold, despite the radiation around here. I saw those riffraff off with a load of buckshot.
So you're the Katerina Drozdelova? First runner-up in the Naudask Oblast Beauty Contest in 1979?
Yes, indeed, that was me. And that was also when I met my Andre. To be perfectly honest, I thought that somebody from the West could only possibly know me for what I did in athletics instead.
Now that I know who you are, I don't dare ask for your key. I would never want to inconvenience someone of your standing like that.
Stop. Classy women don't fuss over each other. Tell me exactly why you need my key, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I have to get a park automaton back in working condition so I can pull our boat higher up onto the beach so the ostrich herd in the hold can get out. The Yukels and their herd have to continue their sacred migration as soon as possible. What's more, the longer we're stuck here, the more likely it is that we'll be caught and arrested by the soldiers who are after us.
If I say yes, you promise you'll bring it back to me as soon as you've finished?
Of course. I would never betray the trust of the great Katerina Drozdelova.
Okay then, I agree. Take good care of it. For 20 years now, it's let me keep my bag of mechanical fleas running.
ありがと
I thought all the survivors left after the catastrophe.
But it was already too late for him, unfortunately.
Your husband was contaminated?
Both of us did, actually. But it didn't do anything to me. That's just the way I was made. Or maybe I was immune because of all the garbage they kept giving me for years so that I could win that trinket at the Olympics.
And since then, you've never tried to get to Valzambur?
No. I heard that all of the irradiated survivors were sent to this clinic there and they never get out. Besides, I have absolutely everything I need here, somewhere to call home. I'm near my dear Andriusha. I have my dog and all the game I want.
One last thing before I go. You said the air in the subway stayed pure. Does it lead out of the city?
Yes. Just follow the tracks right behind my place and you can get out to the other side of Baranor through the Olympia Stadium station at the end of the line. That's the terminus. Not only do you avoid the radiation, but you also have electricity. It's one of the only circuits in the city that's still working. You just have to be careful. Some of the pipes gave way and flooded some galleries with lake water.
Thank you, Katarina, for everything.
Nani? I am legend. これ何？狩りしてきたの？なんかイノシシ、顔が2つない？放射能で系の動物？なんだろう？なんか顔が2つあったよ。で、オスカーを直してまたここに戻ってきて返すのね。オスカー起動できるんだ。あ、待ってる。
What news, Kate Walker?
Looks like Miss Kate Walker have time for much fun.
報告する。
I wasn't having fun, Ayahuasca. I was finding a way to help the caravan get us out of this place safely.
Don't be upset, Kate Walker. This cursed place makes the Yukals a bit nervous. What did you discover?
So we'll take the subway line. The air is pure, and the station at the end of the line lets us leave the city while staying on the sacred route of the migration.
Where does the station exit to?
Some kind of sports complex, Olympia or something like that.
Olympia. Land of martyrs.
Good work, Kate Walker. I don't know what the Yukals would do without your help.
First, we have to hoist the crystal onto the beach.
How can we help you, Kate Walker?
Well, your ostriches obviously can't use the cart to get to the subway line. Can the Yukals clear the rubble from the station entrance while I take care of the crystal?
Go find volunteers. See you later, Miss Kate Walker.
Olympia. Ayahuasca didn't seem to like that.
The truth is, I was told that the previous migration went through some bad times. A tragedy that left permanent scars. But you have enough to do for the moment. We'll talk about all that later.
Once we've left Baranor, what is the next step?
The river Balaton. Once we cross the sacred bridge over it, we'll be past the border and in Yakistan. Our pursuers won't be able to harm us there.
でも手の出せない場
Any
所？
news from the Yukals who are still locked up in the crystal?
Everyone is fine, even if the ostriches are getting impatient. We have to get them out soon, Kate Walker.
I'm going, Kirk. I have to find an old friend. Let's see if Katarina's activation key works. Oscar, I can't believe it.
Kate Walker? Hello, Kate Walker. So is everything set? Are we ready to go now? You have refitted the train spring, haven't you? And what about Mr. Hans Vorarlberg? Is he on board?
There's no more train, Oscar. And there's no more Hans Vorarlberg.
I beg your pardon.
You were supposed to be dead, too. I installed your heart in another model just like you. And it seems to have worked. It's good to see you again, Oscar. Are you all right, Oscar?
I suppose I am indeed, Kate Walker. To the best of my knowledge, I have not been programmed for anguish.
I guess not. But you know, Oscar, you were always very talented.
This new body is in great need of maintenance. It is suffering from osteoarthritic rust at every joint.
Oscar, I need your help.
Of course, Kate Walker. That is my function.
I'm accompanying the Yukels on their voyage. You know, they found me when I was dying next to a river in the west of Siberia and took me in. They are accompanying the migration of the snow ostriches to their sacred lands, where they go and reproduce. Now we're being chased by fanatical soldiers who want to send the Yukels back to where they came from. To top it off, they want to hand me over to the American authorities. I've been accused of all sorts of crimes.
The Yukels, a primitive nomadic people in the far north that live symbiotically with large herds of Struthio nivis, commonly known as snow ostriches.
That about sums it up.
Kate Walker, American deviant. Intellectually and politically unstable, influenced by both circumstance and encounters, despite possessing an unquestionable moral fiber.
I suppose that's about right, in a word.
Well, how may I be of service to you, Kate Walker?
We're stuck here in this contaminated area, and we need to leave as soon as possible to escape the people chasing us. But the Yukels and their herd are locked in the boat that brought us to this poisoned beach. We need to hoist the crystal out of the sand and clear the rear hatch so the ostriches can get out. There's a vehicle on the pier over there that I think we can use, but it looks like only an automaton can drive it.
I will gladly do what I can to help you, as long as this worn-out body should prove up to the task.
We'll make do, Oscar. You can trust me.
Well, I shall indeed do what I can to help, Kate Walker. But, Kate Walker, my clothes. I don't have any clothes.
どうしようかな。なくてもいい。
Well, Kate Walker?
お子様ってなんだ？どうしようかな。
Kate Walker?
反応が見たいな。いつも小言言ってたからな。
Well, Kate Walker?
Maybe I wasn't clear, Oscar. We have a lot more important things to worry about than your sense of dignity.
No, and no, Kate Walker. It is completely out of the question for me to stroll around without covering. My mechanical intimacy is protected by industrial patents that ensure the durability of Vorarlberg productions. I need clothing, that's all there is to it.
Oscar, please.
Do not insist, Kate Walker. I will not move from here without decent attire.
All right, all right. I'll get you some clothes.
Ah, Kate Walker. Have you found some clothes for me?
適応してる
You
よ
seem
今
to be adapting wonderfully to your new body.
Huh. This clanky first-generation osteoarthritic rust-ridden mechanical horror of an XC2000 body.
Are there a lot of differences?
At most, there are a few minor mechanical changes. The essential parts of my functions do indeed seem to be optimally in place.
Did you know that Hans Vorarlberg came to this region and created the amusement park?
The rusted body to which I find you have so kindly connected me is incontestably a Vorarlberg XC2000 model first generation.
He was looking for Siberia.
I'm sure, Kate Walker.
It's a miracle there was an XZ2000 model in this sinister place.
To be exact, my former body was an XC2002 model with parts specific to two subsequent models, XC2003 and XC2005B.
Of course. What was I thinking? I remember. I'm going to look for some clothes for you again. See you later, Oscar.
Please be quick about it. My gears are freezing.
壊れたりしないかな。あの人ミシン持ってたよね。カテリーナ。見たってわかんないよな。ここ1番にいるんでしょ。1番の線。
How charming.
I cannot, my sweet Genia. Our love is impossible.
Oh, Piotr, why? Why is life so determined to keep us apart?
Life is not to blame, my dove. It's our families.
What is going on here?
I won't let you be forced into marriage with Tatiana. Thinking of you and that creature. Oh, I shall die. Just as I shall die if I must wed Yuri.
Very, very sad story, Miss Ketwalk. Pyotr and Genia smooch love. But families promise Tatiana and Yuri get money from stores of their old great-uncle Joseph.
Do you really think this is the time to be watching sappy soap operas? We need to have the entranceway clear before Olga and the Colonel get here.
You calls go back and dig.
There's nothing we can do, my sweet Genia. We'll just have to accept our fate and try to live virtuous
メロドラマだったんだ。
We don't have to give in. Maybe. Maybe if something happened to Tatiana and Yuri. An accident at the plant, for example.
Genia, you can't be thinking.
Katerina?
Ah, you again.
Here's your key. Thank you again.
What do you need?
Clothes. For Oscar, my automaton friend.
Huh?
Well, for an automaton, he's a real prude.
Your story isn't real clear to me. Anyway, Take a look over there, in the wardrobe mixed up with Andre's things. This is for opening it with. But don't take more than you need, got it? I'm still attached to that stuff. They're souvenirs.
ありがとう。なんていい人なんだろう。アンドレイのキャビネットなんだ。
Kate Walker.
あ、びっくりした。
What are you doing here, Oscar?
The sooner I am decently attired, the better I will feel. While I was coming to join you, I came across a gang of hairy and very rude small folk. I will spare you the jibes to which I was subjected.
Don't short circuit on me. Here, take a look at this wardrobe. These clothes in here should fit you.
How is my appearance, Kate Walker?
Very becoming, Oscar. Perfect.
Thank you, Kate Walker. Now please, tell me more about the vehicle that you would like me to drive.
It's stranded on the pier next to our boat, the Crystal.
Well, in that case, I would like to suggest that we meet there, Kate Walker.
Great. See you later, Oscar.
じゃあ何俺言わないと。
Be careful in the subway. The lake water has entered some of the tunnels. Be careful in the subway. The lake water has entered some of the tunnels.
ありがとう。本当にありがとう。